For the last 8 years, Treyarch has been consistently delivering us incredible zombies content full of storyline lore, incredible worlds, and a variety of amazing characters, but none come anywhere near the crew of 4 that we have today. And our favourite, of course, is Edward Richtofen. Now, as time's gone on, we've realised that Richtofen isn't as evil as he was first introduced as. There is indeed a ton of backstory and mystery with Richtofen, but in this video, I'm going to be bringing you some trivia and secrets of Richtofen which I'm sure you did not know. Things spanning from all the way back in World at War up till Black Ops 3 and now with Black Ops 4 on the horizon. I thought it'd be good to catch up and also look over some of the more random facts you might not have known about our favourite zombies character. I'd love to use the comments section to gauge how many of you knew these facts and which ones you didn't. So if there was a fact you didn't know, let me know which one surprised you. And before leaving the video, if you learned something new about Richtofen today, I'd love for you to leave a like rating to help gauge how many of you learned something new. But let's not waste any more time, let's jump right into our favourite crazy scientist. Now within the zombies timeline, it mentions that both of Edward's parents die, and Max's is a father figure to him during the Primus version of the story. But did you know that Richtofen has a sister? He's only ever mentioned her once throughout the entirety of zombies, and it's on the map Ascension when you interact with one of the Matryoshka dolls, where he mentions that he used to crush her Matryoshka dolls to make her cry. Aside from that, there has been absolutely no mention of Richtofen's sister in any way, shape or form, which is very interesting. I'm sure you're aware of this, but Richtofen has been the creator of multiple wonder weapons, and these include the Wonderwaffe DG2, the monkey bombs, the quantum entanglement device on Moon, and the armoured suit worn by the Panzer Soldat. And he also assisted in the creation of the giant robots that you see stomping the battlefields on Origins. Now it's clear in the storyline that the ray gun was created by Porter, but it's also hinted that Richtofen was also partly responsible for creating the ray gun, as he quotes that it came to him in a dream when he receives it from the mystery box. Now this next little bit of backstory goes back to Black Ops 1, which is an interesting sort of development because we thought that Richtofen developed what he thought to be schizophrenia after touching the MPD device, but it was really the Apothicons corrupting his thoughts, and that's an answer we never really had until the Black Ops 3 season. You may not believe this, but Richtofen actually hates killing the Hellhounds. Some of his quotes question their nature, and also some of his quotes about Hellhounds may also show that Richtofen actually likes dogs. But as we know, the Hellhounds were an experiment that kind of went wrong during the Ultimis timeline back in the Doris facility. And if you ever were to sit down with Richtofen for, you know, a nice civilized meal, he'd probably want potato salad, because that's something which he likes, and he definitely made that aware to us in the buried endgame for Richtofen's side when he becomes part of Samuel's body. And also, if you were to eat food with him, you probably don't want to get anything spicy, because according to Dr. Monty in Revelations, he mentions that Richtofen does not enjoy spicy food, and that his favourite song is My Way by Frank Sinatra. And what's funny enough is that Richtofen apparently has a desperate need to feel appreciated and sleeps with a teddy bear. I'm not sure what part of the truth Dr. Monty is trying to stir here, but it does seem like a plausible idea, as we do have a load of teddy bears throughout the zombie story, both involving Samantha and Richtofen as well, with Teddy is a liar. During the upbringing of Richtofen in the Primus universe, when he was a child, he was sent to an orphanage due to the death of his parents, and Edward told everyone that his dad was a famous scientist, and they didn't believe him, so they just scrolled "Teddy is a liar" on the schoolyard walls. If you've played the Moon remastered map recently to do the Easter egg, you'll notice that one of the steps requires Richtofen to log into a computer system where he uses the username Teddy and the password is a liar. Now you finally know where that originally came from. Now Primus Richtofen has been up to a lot of things during this storyline, and it's only when we get to Gorod Krovi does Richtofen finally realise that he's starting to develop back problems. You should probably get that sorted, mate. Now enough talk about Richtofen, let's talk about Richtofen. And when I say that, I mean enough of the Primus Richtofen, let's give you some facts on Ultimis Richtofen. Now, when he becomes announcer in Black Ops 2 Zombies, and you start playing that for the first time in any map, Richtofen will actually cough and splutter momentarily upon the first power-up that's obtained.
Excuse me. Just getting used to the ether. Please have a bunch of pints. Right.
What's even funny is Richtofen knows if you're playing for the second time, where he will announce the power-ups as normal, but he'll still cough and sputter before announcing the power-up if one of the players that is playing in the game is playing for the first time, and everyone can hear it. Even though Richtofen's evil and demonic and stuff like that throughout the entire universe once he blows up the earth, he still has some compassion to let people know when it's their first time playing, and he even offers them some help as well in some circumstances too. What secrets does the Ultimis version of Richtofen have? Well, what's interesting is if we go all the way back to when he was first introduced inside of World at War, in Darius, under Richtofen's right eye, there is a scar, which you don't see in Shino Numa. So it's weird as we don't really know where that scar came from. Now in Kina the Toten, there is one quote where he references him having an MP3 player. So it's obvious that regardless of his psychotic plans to take over control of the world, you know, he still has to have some tunes playing while he does it. Oh, and you know Nikolai and his alcohol issue? Well, you can blame Edward Richtofen for that, because according to a radio from Call of the Dead, he is responsible for Nikolai's alcoholism by injecting him with vodka throughout the experimentation process. Besides from that, that's all the very weird and unusual trivia about Richtofen which you may or may not have already known. Let me know in the comment section which facts you did know, and if there are any which I've missed that are definitely random and hilarious, then feel free to drop it down below in the comment section. Now, if you did enjoy this video in any way, shape or form, definitely drop a thumbs up on it, as I'd really appreciate it. It only takes a second out of your day, really helps the video and the channel. For more zombie videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well and turn on notifications. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I will hopefully catch you on another video very, very soon.